Hello there guys, Aaron Turner here for Forever Football, your Doncaster Rovers content. Wow, what a day yesterday. Loads of stories of the reaction to the win against Blackburn. We did a good victory. Now, I did say in that review that we pretty much parked the bus. We were so parked the bus, we were first bus services still in the bus stop for 40 minutes in the second half. But you know what? We got the win. It wasn't pretty in the end, but you know what? The defence was rock solid. That defence. And you know what? Thank you very much, Dion Dublin and the Match of the Day crew last night for praising Ellie Rebelka and praising that we've got a good squad together. The panellists are starting to see it. Fans have started to see it. Fans have already seen it. They know we've got a good team going here. 100% they know we've got a good team going here and a project going on here. So massive praise to Dion Dublin and the rest of the Match of the Day crew for all their praise. Gabby Logan, Alex Scott. Brilliant praise. So thank you, Gabby, Alex, and Dion. So today we're going to look at Darren Moore's press conference reaction after the win last night. And also, guys, we're going to be looking at some stories to start off with Ben Whiteman. Now, this is a very confusing situation. It's got more confusions than confused.com. It's so confusing. And you know what? Let's try and set the record straight from my point of view. So, obviously, the real reason why he was missing is because of COVID. He was still recuperating. Let me get it through to the fans of rival teams that want this son of a gun. He is not going anywhere. His head's not been turned. Now, there might be an exclusive report to the Free Press, a source that's told the Free Press that Whiteman was not playing because of a certain reason to do with the transfer interest, which I'll get onto in a bit. But the real reason is because he was still recuperating from COVID. Let's not get ourselves, worked up here. Rival fans, let's calm down a bit because he's still going to be a Doncaster Rovers player. He will play in the match against Swindon next weekend and he will shine in a Rovers shirt once again. So let's go through exactly, what's happening. So this is the official report about the source that's told the Free Press about this transfer interest and why he wasn't playing against Blackburn yesterday. So the official reason was given that Whiteman has struggled to shake off after the effects of COVID-19. A source has told the Free Press that Rovers boss Darren Moore was instead looking to protect a player whose head had been turned by championship interest. Now, the Deep Dell Digestive actually said on this that he was insisting he was protecting a player that his head was turned by a Preston move. And I know you're a Preston news source, but don't twist words from the source. Don't twist words. Don't say it's just a Preston move because there's loads of other clubs that are interested in Ben Whiteman. So don't twist it to make it look like it's just Preston in the running here. And I'll speak about another club that's joined the running in the last few hours in a bit. But the main part of the source here is the fact that Darren Moore has insisted, apparently according to this source that's told the Free Press, Moore has insisted that he's kept him off the pitch because of the head turned by the championship interest. Not Preston interest only, just championship interest. It then goes on to say, both Preston North End and QPR saw bids for the 24-year-old rejected this week. There have been reluctant admission within Rovers that it's difficult to keep players happy amid repeated interest from higher divisions. Preston looks to be the most likely destination for the midfielder should he depart, having expressed a strong desire to remain within a commutable distance from his greater Manchester home. It remains to be seen whether an agreement can be reached in the next few days that will satisfy all parties, but it appears increasingly likely that Whiteman will remain a Rovers player beyond the end of the month. That's the thing you've got to watch out for. Even if there is an exclusive source saying his head's been turned for championship interest and that's why he's not played, it still says it's increasingly likely he will still be a Rovers player this month. Still likely. Increasingly likely. So let's not get it twisted here. Let's not twist it like one of those bottle tops that you launch champagne out of. Let's not twist it here. Let's not twist out the cork bottle here. Whiteman will still be a Rovers player at the end of January. 100% guaranteed. He's got a contract that I believe runs out in 2023. Let's tie him down on an extra year in a couple of years' time and let's keep him. Let's keep him. Because Rovers fans, I've seen Rovers fans online, they're like, it's gone too far. They're actually believing this source. oh, it's gone too much now, let's cash in on the sauce, let's cash in on the money. You know, we need the money for the rest of the club. We also need promotion. If Whiteman wants to go, cash in the summer when we've got promoted. When we get promoted to the Championship this season, cash in the summer. Don't wait till January, because if he goes in January, we can't really get a replacement, can we? We can't try and offer money to a replacement. We could put the money towards getting Josh Sims on a permanent deal, but I think I saw somewhere that you can't get a Premier loanee because there's apparently an agreement in January or something like that. I don't know, what that is. But it's very unlikely we'll get a proper like-for-like replacement in time. Hassan is loaned out to Gateshead, so we can't go with youth. Ravenhill wants minutes, so we can give him some game time maybe. But apart from that, and apart from Matt Smith and of course Halliday and James who can play in that position and be versatile, we can't exactly get a like-for-like replacement. We have to wait until Gomez comes back, and we have to wait till, other players could come back like Matt Smith. But we need to keep Whiteman past this month, and in my opinion, we are going to keep him past this month. He will stay as a Doncaster Rovers player. We're going to get money for a promotion. We're going to get money from the FA Cup run. We're going to see what happens in the summer. If he still wants to go, let him go. We're not going to make any, complaints. It's not like Kieran Sadlier, where he's been here for a couple of years, 1 or 2 years, and he sort of lets his contract run down, decides, he's going to leave instead of sign a new one after we can't cash in on him. It's not one of those where it's like good riddance. He's waited till the summer. He's done the best he can since the years he's been here. And you know what? Good riddance. Go with the best wishes. Thank you very much for your service. I wish you luck where you go. Well done. Off you go. Good luck. But that's in the summer. But you know what? Actually, to be fair, if we do get promoted to the Championship this season, maybe he'll stay with a Championship club. And then Preston will be kicking themselves because they've dawdled about in the transfer market and not putting the right figure at the right time. Now, it's not just Preston and QPR that's apparently put some bids in. Obviously, we mentioned Watford in the past, but also a couple of other clubs have put some interest in. Now, this is from the Deep Dell Digestive, and Adam Leventhal of The Athletic has reported that days ago that Whiteman was set for a move to Deepdale despite interest from elsewhere, and now The Athletic are reporting that Nottingham Forest want Whiteman, while Derby County have registered a strong interest in signing Whiteman. Barnsley are also keen, meaning Preston now face a late battle to bring Whiteman to Deepdale, and having huge clubs like Forest and Derby suddenly in the race is a major threat. First of all, it's great to see that clubs like Nottingham Forest, Derby County, Preston, QPR, Barnsley, it's great to see all those clubs in the race for one of our talents. It proves how good we are as a club at producing these talents. But the argument remains, keep him in January. Keep him. If we keep him, it feels like a signing, because we've kept hold of him for so long. And if we get promoted, thanks to his help, then we can say we're a Championship club and maybe he'll stay full time, or maybe he'll go to a different Championship club and we can use the money from promotion, from FA Cup run money, from the money from Whiteman's sale to buy the right talent. We could get Josh Sims on a permanent deal. We could get so many other players on a permanent deal. Telly Richards, Matt Smith, as well as Josh Sims. We could get so many players, and I feel like this summer will be crucial if we get promoted. If we get promoted to the second tier, this summer is going to be crucial. So crucial. Because it says what we are in terms of our ambitions. Our former chairman, John Ryan, said dare to dream. If we get promoted to the Championship, I'm daring to dream. I'm saying, you know what? Let's go for a fairy tale story. Let's try and get promotion to the Premier League next. Let's go for our fairy tale story. Harlem Globetrotters, let's go. Because what have we actually got to lose? Start of this season, the bookies absolutely wrote us off. Completely wrote us off. Oh, they're not going to get promoted. They're not going to trouble the top table. Nah. Have you seen where we are? Have you seen where we are? We've got a couple of games in hand. We've got 3 games in hand, I think. And, well, 2 or 3 games in hand. If we win all of them, with the right goal difference, we's going top of the league, mate. Top of the league on goal difference, because Lincoln screwed up and Hull City have screwed up again. So we could go top of the league on goal difference, and we could continue that momentum to make up the game time we've lost. It's up to us to do it, but we can do it. And I've got no problem saying that we dare to dream. But with Ben Whiteman, like I said, to resolve the situation, to overhaul the situation, I'll say this. Ben Whiteman needs to flipping stay. He needs to stay past January, because if we get promoted, he might stay with our new championship club, our Championship Rovers, next season. And then, or if he wants to go to a different championship club, or you never know, maybe he goes down the Seny Dieng route and gets targeted by Premier League clubs. And you know what? That would be, I'd like that. I'd like to see him get a Premier League move and get some game time in the Premier League. I'd like to see that, probably. Because it shows we can produce these talents. And you know what? We'll use the money, along with the promotion money and the FA Cup money, to find the next level. To find the way we're going to get to the Premier League and the way that we're going to challenge for the Championship title. Opportunities only come, so often. We've got a perfect chance here to get promoted and then get promoted again. We've got a perfect chance to create our happy ever after and get one season of top flight football. I'm not saying it's completely out of the impossible, because I dare to dream, and I'm sure you guys will as well. So let's get into a couple more stories. We've got the FA Cup sort of, draw, what details, etc. But first of all, we're going to see exactly what Darren Moore's reaction is off the Blackburn Rovers win yesterday. This is from the Free Press, and his statements are as follows. I am proud of them because we had 2 or 3 days to work. First of all, big statement there. 2 or 3 days to work and we still won. That says everything. We took a look at Blackburn and the damage they were doing here in the Championship. We knew we'd be up against good quality opposition with the players they've got. We knew we had to put in a performance like we did to come away with a result. It was a really close game. We just shaded it. The defenders' concentration was spot on. That last statement I completely agree with. I agree with everything, but I agree with that last statement. The defenders' concentration was spot on. Tom Anderson, Joe Wright, Brad Halliday, Reece James, Cameron John, Joe Wright, Ellery Balcom. That defensive line was brilliant. The defensive midfielders, the back four, the goalkeeper. Oh my life, the goalkeeper. I gave that guy, I think, an 8 rating last night, and I think I should have given him a 9 rating just for the double save in the second half. And like I said, Dion Dublin praising Balcom again. Another praise for Donny Rovers from BBC. Dion Dublin praising the double save, saying he'll never make a save like that in his career again. First of all, I think he will probably make that kind of save again, in my personal opinion, Dion. But secondly, I agree with you, mate. I agree with you, Dion. Thank you for your opinion. I love it. Absolutely love it. Alex Scott, Gabby Logan, Dion Dublin praising Rovers. We didn't get as much, highlight time as other games, such as Chorley versus Derby and things like that. But you know what? That'll come. You know what? Maybe we'll get some game time against. Maybe we'll get some more highlight time against Chorley if we face them in round 4. But obviously the draw for that's tomorrow, and I'll go through sort of all the teams that are still in. In a little bit. But overall, I think Darren Moore's press conference was spot on. Completely and utterly spot on. And you know what? Again, Halliday and James. I didn't think they were the best performers on the night, but they were still decent performances. And you know what? It shows again the versatility of this squad. We could play players in any position. Someone put it on Twitter last night. We could put the tea lady in the midfield and she'd still be man of the match. We've got so much versatility in our squad and in our team. It's completely unreal. It's like Alice in Wonderland. I've stepped into the upside down world. Completely and utterly amazing. Amazing versatility in this squad. Finally then, obviously there is some FA Cup games today, so we're not going to go through the teams that could still go through, because we need to look at the teams that have already gone through. So I've put on my notes in bold the teams that have pretty much already gone through from yesterday and of course the day before with the 2 games over there. So let's have a look then at exactly what's going on. So the remaining teams in the FA Cup are AFC Bournemouth, Arsenal, Blackpool, Brentford, Burnley, Chorley, Everton, Fulham, Leicester, Liverpool, Luton, Man United, Millwall, Norwich City, Nottingham Forest, Plymouth Argyle, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, Swansea, Wolves and Wycombe. And then there's still teams that are still to play today, of course. Barnsley, Birmingham, Brighton, Bristol, Chelsea, Cheltenham, Crawley, Leeds, Man City, Mansfield, Marine, Morecambe, Newport, Portsmouth, Shrewsbury, Southampton, of course, their game got postponed. Stockport, Tottenham, Tranmere and West Ham. So they're still to play. But out of the teams in bold that have already gone through, I've composed like a list of the top 5 clubs I would like to face in the next round. So in 5th place, I've gone with Sheffield United, under the management, of course, of Chris Wilder in the Premier League. Not doing too good in the Premier League, so we could face them in the Championship next season. I think it's nearly inevitable. If we get promoted, of course. But Sheffield United, they have got a decent squad. They narrowly just edged it against Bristol Rovers. And you know what? I think Sheffield United is a perfect test. Championship Premier League team, yo-yo club in the Championship in the Premier League. And you know what? I think that's a brilliant test. It's a Yorkshire derby as well, so there's plenty of fierce action going into that. And overall, I'd like to see us get Sheffield United for that particular reason. It's a Yorkshire derby. It's fierce, it's fiery, it's full of attitude, and we can definitely give them a good game, especially since Bristol Rovers gave them a decent match as well. 4th place, I've gone with Manchester United, of course, narrowly edged the 1-0 win over Watford. I've gone with Manchester United in my opinion because Man United, I tell you what, if they put the wrong team out against us, if we get them, they could be there to be got at. I think Watford showed end-to-end some chances in the game last night, and I think that overall Man United definitely are there to be got at, especially if they start playing the weaker links. You know what I mean. Players like Mata, Lingard, McTominay. Even though he scored the goal, he did put in an average performance, in my opinion. Man United, they're going to play average players against us, and they're going to try and underestimate us. I think, predicting the Man United team, if they play us, I think it'll probably be Henderson in goal, it'll be Tuanzebe at right back, maybe Luke Shaw at left back or something, or Brandon Williams. In the centre-backs, they might even play... I think the best player that could play in the centre-back pairing is Eric Bailly. They'll rest Harry Maguire, they'll rest Victor Lindelof. They might play Mengi. I don't think he's been loaned out yet, so they might play Mengi, but I think they might play Eric Bailly. They might play Fosu Mensah, unless he's out on loan as well. In the midfield, because they play a 4-2-3-1 usually, I think in the midfield they might go with McTominay and Fred, or they might go with McTominay straight away anyway, because he loves McTominay. He could play Matic. He might play Matic against us. He'll put Mata in the cam, Lingard and James on the wings, and then up front he might probably play Greenwood or Igalo if he's still there. I think that's probably my predicted Man United team if they play us. Henderson, Tuanzebe, Bailly, Mengi, Brandon Williams, McTominay, Matic, James, Mata, Lingard, and Igalo or Greenwood up top. I think that's probably the team they'll play against us if we draw them in round 4. Depending on if players leave in January as well. And also, big shout out to the United Stand, by the way. Brilliant channel. It'd be great to do a preview with them on this channel and on their channel. So, hopefully if we draw Man United, we'll get to do that. Coming in at number 3, I've actually gone with Liverpool. I think they could be there to be got at times as well. I think if they take it easy on us, like they took it easy in the first half against Aston Villa's Youth Academy, then they are there to be got at again. Again, it's very hard to predict the team. They'll play both Williams probably. Kelleher will probably play. It's hard, It's hard to sort of think. There will be a couple of first teamers that will play. Maybe Mane might get some minutes. Maybe James Milner will probably get some minutes at left back. Kind of like what they did against Aston Villa's Academy on Friday. But I think Liverpool's a good challenge. We might get knocked out by Liverpool, but I think Liverpool's the most likely out of the top 5 to knock us out. But you know what? I think that Liverpool's still there to be got at. I think the defence is absolutely shaky. Especially since Matip's coming back for the Man United game probably in the Premier League. So, they'll rest Matip, they'll rest still Van Dijk. They'll probably rest Fabinho. They might give minutes to Wijnaldum in the second half if they play us. But, again, it's that kind of thing of what they're going to do. In second, I've got Chorley, non-league. They caused a stir against Derby County's Academy, winning 2-0. Great performance from Chorley, massive respect to them, wonderful club, they're doing some great stuff under their manager. And I think, but to be perfectly honest, if we do what we did as we gradually went into the first half against Blackburn, if we come at it with full attacking intent, this could end up like the United and Manchester score, about 5-1 I think it was. We could end up beating them like 5-1. And I've got no loss of confidence with that result. So I'd like to see us face Chorley in round 4, see who we get in round 5, and best of luck to Chorley if they get us, because I think that overall Chorley's a good story. It's the first time I think in history they've got to round 4, so and it's the first time in history they've actually got to round 3. So they're going a really long way, and they've got a big future, that club. But hopefully we'll get the job done in round 4 if we get Chorley in the draw tomorrow. And finally, number 1, it's a fan channel we've worked with before, in an interview with Robbie. I want to see us get Arsenal. I think they are there to be got at. They stepped it up in extra minutes, towards the end of the match. They only stepped it up in the last few minutes, last 10-15 minutes of the second half. Obviously, Emile Smith-Rowe getting sent off, in my opinion, that wasn't a sending off. That was the Newcastle player channeling the inner Neymar and just screaming like you've been shot by a sniper rifle. But Emile Smith-Rowe gets sent off, so he'll probably still play against us if we get Arsenal in round 4. But you know what? I think overall Arsenal are decent opposition on their day, but I think they are there to be got at again. I think that we can still get at them. We could still cause them a stir, and also we need revenge on them from the Carabao Cup back in 2016, a few years ago. We still need revenge on them, so hopefully we draw Arsenal and we get some revenge on them. So that's my list. Arsenal first, Chorley second, Liverpool third, Man United fourth, Sheffield United fifth. Looking at the other teams though and see what we could do against them. Bournemouth, I think overall they're good opposition, Jason Tindall's side, so again that'll be a tough fixture. Blackpool causing an upset against West Brom on penalty, so again a League One clash would be lovely. Brentford, Balcombe can't play, so Brentford fans are probably looking to see us draw them so they can score a few past us if Lewis Jones is in nets. But Lewis Jones can still put in a wonderful performance, don't get me wrong. Burnley, again, good defensive opposition. That's going to be a true test to our attacking players to try and break that defence down. Everton, again, wonderful opposition. Carlo Ancelotti should be interesting. Fulham, again, Scott Parker as manager. Again, that'll be wonderful to see us break them down. Leicester City, again, wonderful opposition. Brendan Rodgers, be interesting to see who we play against in that game. Whether it's against the likes of Jamie Vardy or not, we'll have to see. Luton, good championship opposition around the same level as Blackburn. So we'll see what we do against them if we draw them. Millwall, again, tough opposition. They've done really well so far, so hopefully we get a good draw against them. Norwich, fine at the top of the championship with Daniel Farke still at the helm as manager. Again, tough team. We'll see what we do if we draw them. Nottingham Forest, one of the teams after Ben Whiteman. We'll see what we do against them. Plymouth, again, caused the upset against Huddersfield 3-2 last night. So, again, I think Plymouth's a good, strong League One opposition that we can try and get past. And, of course, we owe them one for the league game. So, we'll see what happens with that. Sheffield Wednesday, they've got some caretaker manager spell now. That's working for them. No Tony Pulis, nothing but wins. So we'll see what happens against one of the Sheffields. Again, another Yorkshire derby possibility, along with the likes of Leeds if they get through today. Swansea, a Welsh team, home or away, will be interesting. They've done some really good stuff in the league so far, so we'll see what happens with them. And of course, Wickham, the surprise package, or one of the surprise packages, with that 4-1 win over Preston. Wycombe Wanderers fighting at the bottom of the championship at the minute, but I tell you something now, Wycombe Wanderers, don't underestimate them, they're really good opposition. So for those of you who need a bit of a reminder as to what number we are in the draw, we are ball number 16. So we'll have to keep an eye out to see who we could draw in round 5 if we get there, and of course who we're going to draw in round 4. But there we go, guys. So that is all the stories from today. Darren Moore's reaction, interest in Ben Whiteman, and the FA Cup draw and who we could get. I've shared my top 5 of who I think we're going to get. 5th place Sheffield United. I'll go through it again. 5th place Sheffield United. 4th Man United. 3rd Liverpool. 2nd Chorley. 1st Arsenal. So, that's my top 5. Comment down below your top 5. 5th being you want them to draw the least. 1st, you want to see that draw 24/7. You want to see that draw happen right here, right now. So, Comment down below your top 5 draws. Who do you want to face in the FA Cup? But for now, guys, thank you very, very much. I'm Aaron Chandler from Forever Football, your Doncaster Rovers channel. And that, my friends, is full time.